Hello, everyone. Welcome to FANatics, our teen fandom club for ages 13 and up. And today we're going to be discussing Mortal Kombat, then and now. A quick overview by me, Miss Jessica Chandler, the Children's Youth Services Librarian here at Perry County Public Library. Now, I figured we would talk about Mortal Kombat because they just released a rebooted movie of Mortal Kombat. For those that don't know, Mortal Kombat is an arcade fighting style game developed and published by Midway in 1992. It's probably one of, if not the most popular fighting martial arts game on 101, and the game focuses on several characters of various intentions who enter a martial arts tournament with worldly consequences. Basically, we're fighting another realm for the survival of our realm, and it's just a super fun game. I remember playing it when I was young. I haven't played it for a few years now. My husband is a huge fan of Mortal Kombat. He's played online. We've got the games. It's super fun, or at least I think it's super fun. And where does Mortal Kombat happen? The game takes place in Earthrealm, where a tournament is being held on Shang Tsung's island, on which 7 of its locations serve as stages in the game. The introduction to Mortal Kombat explains that Shang Tsung was banished to Earthrealm 500 years previously, and with the help of the monstrous Goro, is able to seize control of the Mortal Kombat tournament in an attempt to doom the realm. For 500 straight years, Goro has been undefeated in the tournament, and now a new generation of warriors must challenge him. Now, for those that don't know who Goro is, that's the one that's got like the forearms, big dude. Um, but there are, this is just a really fun game. You can pick different characters. They've had guest characters, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Mortal Kombat. If you want a full list of Mortal Kombat characters, you can go to mortalkombat.fandom.com, and they've got the wiki list of Mortal Kombat characters. And the video game series includes 18 different named games, 8 of which are original fighting games, 3 of which are action adventure games, and 7 others are re-releases, upgrades, and ports. And the latest one that was released was Mortal Kombat 11, and that was released in 2019. That's Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which I went and like picked up. We did. That was one of those ones that if you did a pre-order, you could get like a mask and stuff. So I do believe I wound up getting Mortal Kombat 11 for my husband, and he got Scorpion as the mask. It was one of those ones that go over your face and like cover through here. I think it's called a gator mask. I'm not positive. Now, there are tons of popular characters that you can choose and play that you can unlock. You can get a DLC, you can get different skins to put on them. Um, Two of the most popular and probably the most famous that you would recognize is Scorpion and Sub Zero. There's Liu Kang, there's Raiden, Shang Tsung, Shang Tsung, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Sindel. I was always a fan of Sindel. Aaron Black, Onaga, Sinrax, Shao Kahn, Katana, Melina. That Melina, and there's Goro. You can see with the big forearms. Kung Lao, Noob Saibot, Kano. He's in the new movie. So is Melina, Goro, Jax, Cassie Cage, who is the daughter of Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Baraka, Ermac, Quan Chi, Smoke, Cabal, there's tons of characters. This is just like a toe into the characters that are in Mortal Kombat. And they all have, different skills, different fatalities. Mortal Kombat was actually one of those first games that it was so violent that it was one of the things that brought about when they started doing ratings for the character systems. And because of the violence in the games, everybody was really surprised when they did a from game to big screen. We're like, oh, we're going to get a Mortal Kombat movie. And it was released in 1995. It was rated PG-13. And if you've ever played the games, they're gory. They're known for their fatalities. A fatality is that finishing move where, a spine may be ripped out, they may be cut in half. something really graphic. And then we have Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That was a sequel to that, and it was released in 1997. Not a lot of people liked Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You may like it, that's perfectly fine. And then we heard in this past year, 2020, we're like, we're getting a Mortal Kombat movie. We're getting a Mortal Kombat movie that's rated R. We're thinking, oh, it's going to be super graphic with the realistic, with like the gore and stuff. So everybody's really excited to see this new movie in 2021. And I have already watched it. I will not give any spoilers. I will say that the characters do look good compared to the original movies, but that's because those original movies released 25 plus years ago. Of course, we're going to come farther in our graphics and our character designs. And of course, all the movies have their pros, all of them have their cons. I was real, and I know because of licensing rights, I've been told this. I really wanted to hear that original, Mortal Kombat music in the newest film, which they didn't have, and I can understand. They had a little bit of the music, but not like that first Mortal Kombat had a really good soundtrack, in my opinion, and I just thought it was super fun. And this is one of those games that like I said, they are rated for mature content, but I remember playing them in the arcades, like the arcade versions where you stand up and get it, and now we've got them for about any system. Well, most of the systems. I don't think they have it for, the Nintendo systems, but they do have it for like the Xbox and the PlayStation systems, and they are super fun. And I know that you can play online and play against people in tournaments, which is, kind of the whole point of Mortal Kombat. You're playing in a tournament, say, Earthrealm, and I just think that we've come pretty far in the Mortal Kombat. Like I said, we've had 18 games, whether they're rebooted, redone, re-released. We've got the movies. We now have 3 movies, and I'm sure I think there's also some animated ones. I could be wrong. And like I said, Mortal Kombat is probably the premier fighting game. That when you think of a martial arts fighting game, you're going to think about Mortal Kombat. Of course, though, we don't want to forget Street Fighter, Tekken, you know, Double Dragon back in the day. But these are just really fun games to play. If you like the fighting games, if you like spectacular finishes when you go to beat your character, because you've got 2 health bars you got to go through. If I'm correct, I might be wrong. Always take what I say with a grain of salt, because like I said, it's been a while since I've played them myself. I have watched the movies. I watch my husband plays Mortal Kombat all the time, so I watch him play. But I haven't gotten up to, actually play against him because he's way better than me and he really beat me in the game. So I really have to practice. But this is one of those games that you can play by yourself. You can play against somebody. You can play online. It's just a really fun game. So if you've never had anything to do with Mortal Kombat, I do suggest that you try it. But like I said, there is violence, the fatalities, the famous finish him, all that, or finish her, like great fatalities where they're like, ooh, and then then they're down. A spine may be ripped out. Somebody may be cut in half. Acid, gets splashed on them. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed just a little overview of Mortal Kombat. It did start out, back in the day, and it's still going strong in 2021. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed talking about it. Thanks for watching.